Let me tell you a quick story about the clue my bathroom clutter gave me. One time, my husband asked me why I always leave my clothes on the bathroom floor. And I was like, because the hamper is all the way over there on the other side of the room. And he goes, well, why don't you just move the hamper into the bathroom? And I was like, because it doesn't look good over there. You know, aesthetics and balance and all those things the expert designers tell us that matter, right? But it turns out he was on to something. It doesn't matter how good it looked over there in the corner of the room, it didn't work, period. So listen to your clutter because it's trying to tell you something important. And this private moment between my husband and I really was a light bulb moment for me because I realized that the clutter in our everyday lives gives us a clue as to what's working and what's not. Our homes, as women with ADHD, should be set up for practicality, not just for aesthetics. And today we're going to talk about how to use that clutter as a clue for how to make ADHD-friendly changes in your home. So stick around because I'm going to show you how to listen to your clutter and identify what it's trying to tell you and give you some ADHD-friendly tips on how to get organized that may not be traditional advice. So let me know in your home, where does stuff pile up? You can pop that down in the comments. Hello, my friend. I'm Lorinda. I'm a nurse and an ADHD organizing specialist, but most importantly, I am a neurodivergent woman that once had a lot of clutter. Now I help other women with ADHD get rid of the crap so their house isn't a mess all the time. I do that through social media and through my group declutter coaching program called the 30-Day Clutter Reset. I'll tell you more on that later. Meanwhile, let's dive into how to listen to your clutter and identify the clue that it's trying to give you. So what is your version of the hamper? I guarantee that there is clutter somewhere in your home that keeps piling up in the same place over and over again, and it's not the place where it's supposed to go according to traditional organizing and decluttering rules. So I want to give you permission to listen to that clutter because it is giving you a clue and it's actually trying to help you out. So here are some ADHD-friendly organizing tips. Break the traditional rules for organizing and design. We often try to force ourselves into doing something that is not ADHD-friendly because that's how it's supposed to be done. But your clutter is telling you loud and clear that those rules don't work. The right way is not the only way. ADHD brains don't do extra steps, especially boring ones. And my dang hamper was too far away, and getting clothes into it was a multi-step process, which is why it failed. As soon as I reduced the friction and the number of steps involved by moving it into the bathroom, the clothes stopped piling up on the floor. So how might this look in your home? Let's go over a few examples. Number one, do your keys always end up on the kitchen counter and not on that fancy key rack by the door? If so, I hate to break it to you, but that key rack just isn't working. Instead, try putting a pretty bowl on the counter in the spot where the keys land and call it a day. Or do your kids' socks always end up on the kitchen floor after school every day? Put a small basket there. Not upstairs, not across the room, right there where the socks land. Yes, I'm telling you to put a clothes hamper in your kitchen. And number three, do snack wrappers and crumpled tissues pile up on the coffee table? I think you know what I'm going to say, right? Put a trash bin right there. Even put it on the table if that's what needs to be done. Yes, my friend, it really can be as simple as moving the hamper. So let me know in the comments what your version of the hamper is. I would love to hear all about it. And if you want more help breaking the traditional organizing rules, the 30-Day Clutter Reset is my declutter coaching program for women with ADHD. You can get on the wait list and be the first to know when slots open up. I'll put that link below. And if it's not the right time to make an investment in your decluttering, that's okay. I'm glad you're here. I have some free options available. I have the 5-minute clutter reset, which is my free guide on how to make the most of mini decluttering sessions. And I also have my weekly newsletter called Clutter Happens, which every week I share a story like this and give you an actionable ADHD friendly tip that takes less than 5 minutes to implement. Anyway, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for listening, and know that you are worthy and you deserve it. I will see you next time.